episode 131. And yes, in the office today, forgot the laptop. Yeah, no, it's that time of year again, really. A bit crazy. Oh, let's turn that on. So, because the last thing we want is ding dong, ding dong. It's going to drive us bonkers, isn't it? So let's turn that off. Right. How is everyone? Morning. Good morning, Margaret. Yes, where is the sunshine? Actually, that's a good question, Margaret. You're right. Where is the sunshine? It's disappeared. So welcome along. You are here with me for another beginning of a working week, and I have got something extra special for you this morning. It's quite funny. There might be a few little extra specials in the next little bit because Flossie over my shoulder just there. Flossie, you're Flossie today. Say good morning to everybody. Morning, everyone. There's Claire. Happy Monday from Claire. Yeah, the warehouse. We don't want to take them out into the warehouse at the moment. The warehouse is a nightmare. It is.
You need a flashlight to find your way around.
Well,
so much stuff.
We've got so much stuff. We've got boxes stacked on boxes. I went to take what I thought was a shortcut through the warehouse this morning to go down to the tea room, and I thought, there's a little channel there. I'll shoot down there. Yeah, it's only a skinny person channel, not a fat person channel, because I went down there. I was like, beep, beep. I'm going to have to go around all the boxes, all the ballots, round the truck, round the back end, into the tea room. It is, yeah. It's crazy. So because of that, we've got, and you're saying, why is the warehouse so bonkers? Well, the warehouse is so bonkers because we've had lots of things that we've been waiting for coming in from overseas. And of course, as the old saying goes, when it rains, it pours. And even though we had organised to stagger deliveries to have all of these things arrive at a manageable time, with international shipping at the moment, particularly if you're dealing with large content freight shipping, it doesn't matter with all the best laid plans and the will in the world, these containers turn up when they turn up. So we are literally groaning with stock out there, and so Claire has been buying shelves. She's literally sitting over there finalizing bits and pieces to get those in, which means that I need to get rid of, I've been told to get rid of some stuff, which is great because it's Stitchin summer, and I can do that because it's Stitchin summer. So we have got some extra special bits and pieces that we are adding into Stitchin summer. We did it last year actually with a few yarns that we just special little one-offs that don't fall into the Tuesday and Thursdays, and this is one of them. This was something that came in. It came in actually just before. I think I've got a funny feeling it might have come in just before the lockdown, and then the lockdown happened and everything kind of went on its head, and we've uncovered it and cartons of it, and it's like a single thing, so it's got to go because Claire's like, I'm not sticking that on the shelf. Well, you actually said it in more colourful language, but you know, this is a family show. Well, it is when it's me, not Ethan. So here it is. Ta-da! This is it here. It is so cute. And of course, we'd had it photographed and everything because we'd sent it up to Steph ages ago. And it is super pretty. So if you've ever knitted with our orb blossom print, this is what it is. This is the colour. But it's just on a standard wool machine, DK machine washable base. So it is a fabulous yarn. It is so this is a machine wash treated as opposed to shrink treated. It is fantastic. It is just super pretty. If you are wanting to knit for charity across the holidays, like if you're wanting to do easy peasy lemon squeezy knitting, if you knit for groups, if you knit for anything else, this is going to be an absolute winner for you because it is. And if you're eagle-eyed, if you go over onto the sale page, you may even find it because it's there already. And in fact, if I'm a good little Vegemite, I'll actually put the link up myself because I can do these things. I have the power, apparently. It is already there. It is called Astrid, and it is absolutely glorious. Its normal everyday price would be $5.95, but it is going out today for $2.95. I know. Stop it. You're welcome. It is going to be absolutely amazing. I don't think it's going to last the day, if I'm quite honest. We do have a good amount of it, so that's the first thing. I know sometimes we've put these really super specials up and everything goes bonkers crazy and you say, oh my gosh, it's gone already. we have got a decent slew of this, but if I'm brutally honest, I haven't yet done the newsletter yet. So you guys get first suck of the salve. So you get to get this first. So it is there. It is live. I've put the link in both. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Kathy's popped it on Facebook. I've popped it over on YouTube. And you can actually have a look at that and get first dibs on it. And it is beautiful. If you're just wanting to get something in stash for charity knitting, or you're wanting to knit something really beautiful for yourself and not spend an absolute bomb, this is the yarn. So there you go. So if it doesn't all sell today, it will be just on the website at $5.95, which is already an exceptional price, but $2.95 today. So and if you buy it all today, you'll make someone over my shoulder there very, very happy.
Please do it.
And don't you worry. I have also got I have got a few others up my sleeve as well, coming between now and the end of the month. So there is plenty there. Michelle, is it a semi-solid? Yes, it is, Michelle. It is a really soft. I'm going to hold it closer to camera to see. Actually, there you go. That's a better shot. Yes, there you go. That's actually not bad. So it's a very soft pink blossom monochromatic print. I literally think cherry blossom when I think this, which is actually why I think it is even called cherry blossom, isn't it? And it's called, this one's called Astrid, but in orb it's called cherry blossom, isn't it? Yeah. So this is what it literally looks like, cherry blossoms. It's beautiful. It's really, really, really pretty. So yes. So I thought I'd kick off and actually tell you the meat and the sandwich straight away, which is not very me, is it? Good. Oh gosh, everyone's here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, Vicky's here this morning. Oh, it's a nice morning, Barbara. Very good. Oh, everyone's here. I do like it when everyone is here. Most excellent. Right. The other thing to let you know is, doors are back open. The traffic light system is obviously in play for many places, but we're retail. So it is just business as usual for us. So that's nice and easy for everybody. So if you are out and about and you're wanting to go shopping, just the same as usual. So as if we were in normal level 2 settings. So that's easy, isn't it, for everybody? So do come down and see us. We will have this in store. I don't think it's in there yet, but we'll get it in there. And we've also got, obviously, Stitching Summer tomorrow. So Stitching Summer for tomorrow. I'm going to give you guys the preview only now. I know. I feel like Santa. I feel like I should actually. No, because I like telling these guys early. I know. Hold on. If I'm feeling like Santa, gosh, I can't keep you happy. 1 minute, no, I want this loaded, and then the next minute is no. Don't tell them. Go see what I have to put up with. There we go. Ugh, let's feel festive. Right. Okay. Since I'm in my Santa mood. Speaking of festive, don't those look festive? They look lovely, don't they? That's Cove. I know you love Cove. I love Cove. We've got Cove, obviously, in the DK. We have Cove in the 4-ply. I've got a few of my North Americans here. This 4-ply for my ones up north is actually more like your sport weight, if I'm quite honest. It's 150 meters, and it definitely knits more to a sport weight, but it is a classic DK. I love it knitted as a DK. It gives this fabulous, beautiful, lush, but light and drapey fabric. Gorgeous when knitted on a needle. Cove, stop it. Cove tomorrow, $3.95. I know. Ho, ho, ho. So Cove, pardon? $3.95. I know, $3.95. I had to double check and check my list just in case I said the wrong place, because I've done that before. I've done many things before. So $3.95. So it's $2 a ball off. We haven't had Cove on sale as on its own. Well, yeah, I think since we bought this second batch out. Those who do not know Cove, and that's why I grabbed this one, because this is the natural shade. So this is actually the base yarn undyed. So it's actually a really dark base yarn. It is made up of recycled fibres. And by recycled, these are all fibres that have gone through our process for other yarns. So because obviously we make yarns for ourselves and we make yarns for a variety of different businesses around the world. And a lot of them are natural fibre or coloured yarns. And we save a lot of the best of those coloured fibres, and most of it is coloured merino or alpaca or rare breed merino. And once we have a quorum of it, enough of it, it then goes through and becomes a recycled blend, because we do get at the end of a big batch, you will quite often have of carded fibre, little bits left in the drums that it's fiddly, and it's just not enough to put back up onto our spinning frames. So and by the time you have a sort of half a kilo or a kilo here or there across the bottoms of drums, it all sort of adds up, so across a 300-400 kilo batch, and you end up with 3 or 4 kilos. It all gets saved up, and it all just sort of sits and waits and gets graded. And then once we have enough, it gets all recarded again and regilled and recombed and turns into this beautiful yarn. So a lot of this one here, I know this particular blend, the previous blend was more alpaca dominant. I know this one is more merino dominant, and it is just utterly beautiful. And we have all sorts of things in there. I know this particular one I think is mostly merino. There's a bit of alpaca. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a little bit of possum silk floating around in here. It's all sorts of things. And the yarn is delicious and squishy and lovely and glorious, and $5.95 every day is an amazing price for it. And once you go to Stitchin Summer, $3.95 is amazing. Maureen is asking across the board. Yes, all the Cove, Maureen, so both 4 and 8 ply, whatever weight, is all going to be on sale tomorrow. I know, amazing. So the next $6 million question, because I know you're going to ask me this. The next $6 million question is if you order Astrid today and you want to order Cove tomorrow, can you combine the orders? This is when I don't get Santa, and I'm afraid the answer to that is no. And it's because we pick and pack as we go, and we work really hard to do that. And it's really, 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 the way our system is, it's just impossible to be able to pluck things out and try and combine orders together and thus. So I'm really sorry about that. The only way you can obviously do it is if you're picking up in store. Because then you can just pick it up whenever you're ready. So just keep the courier busy. Go on. It means you get to flirt with a courier 2 days in a row. It doesn't really matter, does it? So yes, so that's what I have to let you know about that. If you're local and you can't get in for pickup in store, we do have a Hawke's Bay delivery. Well, I think we do. We used to. A Hawke's Bay delivery option. Which is a wee bit cheaper for local delivery. So do that as well. So Cove. Yeah, Cove for Stitchin Summer tomorrow, and I've got I've been loading all my Stitchin Summers for the month, and there are some really good specials. So do keep an eye out. As a reminder, Stitchin Summer is Tuesdays and Thursdays, one-off single specials in store and online. They are reduced for the day only, or while stocks last. And Cove, you need to get, because it is, as I mentioned, it's a limited edition batch only when we have the fibre. So if you're going to do a project, if you want to get a project lot for Cove, this is my hot tip. Build in at least a 20% contingency of what you would normally use. So if you use, say, roughly 1,600 metres for a project, which is about which is about 16 balls of everyday DK, for example. So if you use 1,600 metres for your project, well, I would buy 2 bags, 20 balls, just to be sure. You just need to make sure. Patricia is asking, Smuggler's Den, is it purple? Yeah, I think the Smuggler's Den is purple, actually. Yes, yes, it is a very dark, broody purple. Oh, thanks, Margaret. Margaret is saying, yes, $3.95 for local delivery. Awesome. I knew it was something in that vicinity. I've set these things up, and then it goes in one ear. If I don't have to hold it, I don't hold it. Very good. Lovely jubbly. Oh, yeah, oh, I've got oars coming in already, so that's great news. How has everyone been with their knitting? I have got mine. I've almost finished the next ball, and I think it's definitely. So I'm about to go into the 5th ball. I haven't even counted the teeth, actually. I'm getting there, though. I haven't quite decided whether I'm going to do all 42 teeth and what we're going to do with the pack, but it's actually really good. I had my local Knit Girls brunch yesterday and did a little bit of this yesterday. See, I'm actually heading back into some reds here. And I'm loving it. And I'm also loving the fact that as it's getting longer, I just expected all the stripes to get skinnier, but they're not. Some of the stripes are staying a little bit fatter too. So it shows you the true random nature of the pulse, which I'm quite enjoying. So I'm still ticking along with that. Happy as a clam with that, and that is Hitchhiker, of course, by Martina Beam. And Kathy has gone and popped that in. Actually, I'm going to... is it going to let me copy that, Kathy? No, it's not. It's okay. It's fabulous. It's my go-to, no brain, have to think about, just pick up and do something with my hands pattern, which I love. What I did do is I jumped, there's some really good designs, new designs being released at the moment. I talked about Queenie that was with Libby last week. Bronwyn Carroll from Good to Go Knits has got a beautiful festive shawl out. It is absolutely stunning, all in Christmas sort of colours. And I think I mentioned that too the other day in the diaries. But I saw this one this morning. And I absolutely loved it. And I'm going to beat you to it, Kathy. I'm going to stick that link in there for the YouTube. And this one is called Estelle. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This is Donnybrook Designs, Thalia O'Connor. It is a DK shawl, and this is why I grabbed this one, because it's a DK shawl, and it's great for any DKs that you have rolling around in your stash. But isn't that pretty? It's just really pretty. There's some lovely sort of lace work through there. I love this elongated. This is an elongated wrap stitch through here. Really fun technique. Here's a better image of it coming up. There you go. That's like a elongated wrap stitch, which if you've never done that is a really, really fun technique to do. These are some yarn over laces here. This looks like another elongated wrap stitch through here. Just looking at this will be a really, really quick knit. Really quick knit. 5.5mm needle. It's done as a more open style shawl. I pulled it up because this for Cove would be perfect. So if you're looking for a project either for the Astrid that I've just shown you today or the Cove, this would be absolutely perfect. It's she's saying 360 to 400 meters. So that's 4 balls. Super. And what is she saying? A stunning. Estelle is a stunning wrap. Looks elegant and refined while being simple and easy to knit up. It features easy pattern repeats and wrap stitches, super fast, and a great knit for gifting for others. And I couldn't agree more. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. And it's because of those wrap stitches and yarn overs, because they create a lot of real estate in your knitting very, very quickly. So if you're wanting to whip up something quickly to have knitted gifts, and it has that wow factor, which I think that this does, I just think it's an absolute winner. An absolute winner. So it is great value, $10 for New Zealand for the pattern. So I would definitely check it out. It's a recent release. It's only just come out. So yes, Donnybrook Designs. I think I love it. Absolutely love it. And we love Donnybrook Designs. They have done a number of patterns using our yarns, and they just work. They're beautifully tested and they're fun to knit. And I couldn't recommend it. I couldn't recommend it more. So yeehaw. Oh, Tinselitis. Thanks, Bron. When I was trying to remember, I was thinking, was it festivities? It was Tinselitis and Christmas joy. Those are Bronwyn is in the chat. Those are her. Actually, Bronwyn, if you're there, throw the links up for your. Oops, daisies, bang the rubbish bin. For your patterns as well. because it is actually knitting shawls like that are really pleasurable, a really pleasurable thing to knit. So I think that's loads of fun too. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Barbara's saying it's a great press. Whatever I'm making, it looks great. Thank you. I am so bad. I still haven't decided on my summer knit. I have vacillated so much. I definitely want to do something for my husband. So I think I will end up doing that because that's has been on the board Miss Ford all year. I want to finish the Hitchhiker. I'm on the home stretch now with that. So that's good. And actually, I'm not somebody that has a lot of finished items. So this is one of the differences that Ethan and I have is Ethan, oh my gosh, I mean, that man suffers from seriously cast on ADHD. He will cast stuff on or he will see something, oh, I've got to cast that on. Now, we all know he's prolific at finishing stuff, like prolific, but he also has a million projects on the go at the moment or at any given time. He claims he doesn't. I know he does. See, for me, I get more than 2, maybe 3, and I start getting, twitchy. I have to admit, I am one of these people that I like to finish something before I move on to something else. I know, call me crazy. It's just me. So I will often have what I call a long-term project on the go. And traditionally, my long-term project on the go has always been a blanket 9 times out of 10. So, because I actually really enjoy making blankets. So and most of them are crocheted. I have done knitted ones from time to time, but I really like crocheted blankets because I like the change in technique. I just find it's a bit like a change is like a rest, it gives me a holiday. And I do these really just crazy scrappy leftover crocheted blankets in DKs usually, because that's what I have left over. And so I'll start them. And in fact, I finished one recently and I haven't picked it up. 2 years that one took, and I haven't restarted one. So I'll probably restart that because I have got a few leftovers rolling around, and I'll probably restart that this summer because I just find that it's a nice, easy pick up, put down thing. And then I have usually the project that I'm working on and maybe a couple of others. So for me at the moment, it's Hitchhiker and Shoji. I do want to get Shoji finished. I know that, which is by Nora Gone. It's a beautiful cocoon cardigan. It was going to be my Knit August Nights project. Well, of course, that didn't happen. However, I've got time now, but I'd like to get it done. Like I'm actually, every time I pick it up and do some work on it, I actually enjoy doing it. So, and there is a really long piece through the middle that you have to do. And I'm sort of 2/3 of the way through that now. So I know that once I finish that section, the last 2 sections will go very, very quickly. So I'd like to get that done. And, that may end up being me for the summer. Who knows? Then obviously there's this pattern for my husband, which is a sweater, which is an interweave, I think spring or winter edition 2017. So I want to get that done too. So that's where I'm at. And then, of course, I see things like Estelle and I think, I wouldn't mind doing that. That wouldn't take too long. And how would that look in Cove or Flight Naturals or whatever it may be? And then I get distracted, and then the next new thing comes out and I get distracted by that. In fact, the Hearn, which from Kate Davis that I talked about last week, I actually bought that pattern and printed it out because I was like, actually that is quite lovely, and the steeking doesn't phase me, to be fair. So I kind of thought, actually that is rather nice, and I has been wanting to do something in Flight Naturals. So I'm vacillating, and then to top all of that off, I sit here and I'm going to show you what I've been looking at because it's been by my desk for weeks. So this is what happens when a good chunk of your stash is on your desk next to you at work because you stare at it all the time. So I've got this, which, oh gosh, I bought this at a Knit August Nights. I've got about 3 skeins of this. 3 skeins of this. isn't it pretty? And it's called Dead Iris, I think. Yeah, it is called Dead Iris by Meraki Studios from when she was dying. It's really pretty. Super, 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 super pretty. And I mean, this would be easily 5 years old, if not older. That's how long I've had it. And then we all remember the silk that we had, that incredible silk that was an amazing price, right? So this was the mill sample. When we wanted to see what the dyeing was going to look like, this was the colour that the mill did, because that's going to be such a saleable colour in a really expensive silk. But see, of course, I love bright yellow. You guys know I like bright yellow. So I was like, oh, well, I'll have that. And then I sent a couple up to the fabulous Julie Monk from Harney's Hoolies because I wanted to see and somebody who's an expert in dyeing silk, hand dyeing silk, and Julie, there's probably two hand dyers that I think dye silk incredibly well, Julie being one of them and Helene Dama from Happy Go Nitty being the other. So if you ever want indie dyed silk or silk based yarns, those are your two go-to girls because they do a lot of silk and a lot of those luxury blends, and there is a little knack to doing it, and so I wanted to see how it reforms. So I sent a couple of skeins up to Julie, so she did those for me to see what they would look, and then I sort of put that yellow, and I thought, oh, well, actually that's, I could do something with that. And then of course you throw that into the mix. See where I'm going? I know, right? They speak, they talk to each other, they're family, they want to move in together. And that's the problem because they all sit there next to my desk and I look at them and I think, oh, I really do need to do something with those because they're like peas and carrots and they should go together. And then I know, crazy, eh? It is a gorgeous combo, Bronwyn, and it kind of screams. I mean, that's a lot of yarn there. I mean, that's a garment quantity as opposed to a shawl quantity. So I have to admit, having three of the randomly print dyed versus the solid colours kind of says to I am feeling some stripes coming on. Or so I mean, I am toying even with the idea of something like a Timely or something like that. I don't know. It's on the round to it plan. Who knows about these things, really? I mean, it's me. You know what I'm like. Right. I do have a list before I go of things that Claire said I had to tell you. It's why she's scarpered, because she knows that I would have made her do it. Restocks. So good news is all the charcoal is now in. So the charcoal batch went through for Southlander, so it missed the Southlander Spotlight. We were trying to get it through on time for Spotlight. I think some of it sneaked through actually, but we now have Southlander charcoal and bulky. Yes, the bulky got through, the bulky DK and the Sport. So that is now back in stock, and I know so many of you have been waiting for it. So that is now back. Yay. The other one that is back and literally came back this morning, just all got reactivated this morning and stock loaded in, is Chatswood, and we're really thrilled about that. We've been out of Chatswood for ages. It just, honestly, Chatswood is one of those yarns that we get in, and then the minute we get it in, we struggle to keep it in because it sells so incredibly well and it disappears again. And Chatswood is again another recycled blend like our Cove, except it's spun slightly differently. It's the Cove, our DK here is what we call a fourfold twist, whereas the DK in the Chatswood is just a soft, gentle twofold twist. And that sort of gives it this homespun quality, which is really lovely. And it's just like this one. It's soft and it's squishy and it's delicious. It's an oatmeal-based yarn versus this darker bracken biscuit base. And it is delightful. And it is incredibly well priced. It's $4.50 a ball every day. So that is now back. And I think all of it is back. I think even the Sheffield might be back. Hold on, let me have a little, I'll just double check for you. Un momento, por favor. There we go, Chatswood. Let me check. Yes, even the Sheffield is back. Woohoo! So that is great news. So if you're wanting to do some stuff with Chatswood, now is the perfect time. Oh, Bronwyn, sniffing Chatswood is better than any drug, absolutely. Because Chatswood, we try and do the least amount of processing with Chatswood as we can, so it does have a sheepiness to it, which I really love. It's fantastic. It's so good. Right. I'm going to stop talking now because I want you guys to be able to go off and buy Astrid while you can. And don't forget, we still have plenty of things in the Christmas shop. There's still knit pro sets. There's still the gift packs, which is amazing. And we've actually got even little bows and stuff we can stick on them. Come in and have a look if you're in store. They look awesome. So we've got the Jasper packs. We've got the Bebe Chocolat packs. I'm working on the Hitchhiker packs. I'm sorry that they haven't come just yet. Fingers crossed for next week. Yeah, there's still plenty to come. Oh, gosh. I've just remembered the biggest thing that I have to remind you of, which Claire gave it to me, and even on a piece of paper. There is going to a price increase on Bohemia. We got the word from Deb on Friday. So the new batches that have all just come through, of which we've just restocked on here for Bohemia and all the Bandit yards. Unfortunately, with everything going up, there is a price increase there. She doesn't like doing it. We don't like doing it. But unfortunately, in these times, it is just a fact of life. So there is going to be an increase on all Bohemia and Bandit yarns. We are going to be processing ours through on Thursday. So this is your chance. Everything that's in stock currently is at the old price online. So if you've been thinking about picking up something or you're needing something, if you want to get it at current price, now is the time, because the prices will go up on Thursday. And we're looking at Bandit, and Little Bandit is staying at $8. Sock Bandit is going to be $15. Baby Bandit will be $13. And Bohemia Light with 50 grams, $16. Bohemia DK in the 100 gram balls will be $31. So if you're wanting to get the existing priced, you need to get your skates on and do that now. So add that to either your Astrid order or your Cove order in the next couple of days. Somebody asked about the Bebe packs and were there any more. Oh, are they sold out? I didn't know that. Yeah, there will be, is the answer to that, because they're easy for us to make up. So I'll add that to my list. Bebe packs check inventory. Thanks for that, Kathy. Yes, we will check that out and get some more inventory. But yes, most definitely. We've got everything here for them, so that's pretty straightforward for us to make those up. All right, I've got more yarn coming. It's all being twisted at the moment. We've just got to get labels printed to get them out. But there's plenty of fabulous yarn coming across the summer. We can't wait. It's going to be really exciting. So hang on in there. I'll be back again on Thursday. And both of them are out of stock. Oh, Kathy, whoa. Okay, I'll get more. All right. Oh, tell Veronica, she loves making those up. Yeah. Well, that's good news, Kathy. Thank you. All right. I'll see you on Thursday. I'm quite liking the ears. It's good. All right. Until then, see you Thursday. And don't forget, Astrid today, Cove tomorrow. We can't combine the orders together. All right. See you then. Bye.
Bye.